What's going on, family? I'm Scrapbookboxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. I hope you're enjoying 100 years of World Championship fights. I want to take time out to salute and give my farewells, if you will, to Ezzard Mac Charles, the former heavyweight champion who dies of Lou Gehrig's disease at the age of 53 in Chicago. Ezzard Charles was 42-0 as an amateur, fought from 1937 to 1940. 1937, he would win the Diamond Gloves and the Ohio Welterweight Championship fights. 1938, he would win the Diamond Gloves and the Golden Gloves, Ohio State AAU Welterweight Championship belts. 1939, he would win the Diamond Gloves and Golden Gloves, Ohio State Middleweight Championship gloves, the National AAU Canadian Championship gloves. 1940, he would begin his professional debut. He would fight until 1959. He would have a total bout career of 121 fights, 95 wins, 25 losses, 52 knockouts. He would be stopped 7 times. He would be in there with the who's who of boxing. He would knock out fighters such as Jimmy Bivens and Lloyd Marshall, Archie Moore and Oak and Billy Smith, Booker Beckworth. He would defeat Charlie Burley twice. He would defeat Jersey Joe Walcott, 1949, and win the NBA Heavyweight Championship belt. What a dream come true. As a featherweight, in the amateurs, he would win his first title. And as a professional, 1949, he would win his World Heavyweight Championship title. The only one who would do something like that would be a young man by the name of Sam Langford. You see, he would win the Featherweight Championship belts as an amateur in Boston. And he would become a 5-time colored heavyweight champion. I'm speaking of Sam Langford. So those two parallel in that regards. Ezzard Charles became the heavyweight champion of the world. And what was interesting about that, he would be the 3rd consecutive black heavyweight champion at a time when black fighters didn't get opportunities. What a remarkable feat that would be. Would also be a part of the only heavyweight of black ethnicity to fight another fighter who was a black fighter, Ezzard Charles, and have the first black referee. That was amazing as well. And that same referee would count out George Foreman, 1974, Zaire, Africa. Born July 7th, 1921, Lawrenceville, Georgia. Died May 27th, 1975 in Chicago, Illinois. Stood 6 foot, he was a middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight. Had a 73-inch reach. Weighed between 160 to 204 pounds. He had a trainer by the name of Ray Arcel. Ezzard Charles would kill Samba Rudy. Samba Rudy would walk into Stillman's gym, as my dad remembers, saying, "I'm hitting hard today." And I believe I explained to you what kind of man Samba Rudy really was. You either loved him or hate him. We'd be watching a sparring match after training, after showering, after putting on his 3-piece suit and a fedora hat, pocket watch, wingtip shoes. Oh, you had to have a handkerchief during those days. Be walking out of the gym. There was a man there sparring out of town. He had to go see what the fuss was about. If he wasn't impressed with what he saw, he'll tell that fighter to stay right there, go back into the locker room, change back into his gym attire. Say, "I'm next." That was Samba Rudy. Ezzard Charles would also be in the ring with Johnny Holman, Tommy Hurricane Jackson, Oh, he fought them all. He fought them all. Let's take a look. Some back highlights of Ezzard Charles. R.I.P. One of the greatest fighters in boxing history.
Heavyweight champion of the world, Ezzard Charles.
Shout out to the brother St. Cruzin, Curtis Anderson, Hardline Boxing.
In 1949, Ezzard Charles was a fighter. He fought for the world's heavyweight championship and won. In 1968, he contracted ALS, a neuromuscular disease related to dystrophy. It left him helpless as a baby.
All those who support Ezzard Charles.
That's why Ezzard Charles is still fighting.
Salute.
But this time, it's for his life. Help Ezzard Charles and thousands like him in their fight against neuromuscular diseases. Give what you can, but give.